I have your brain scanned and permanently backed up in case something terrible happens to you, which it's just about to.
So next, we are going to need AX3085 gasket. Just like that. And we are going to also need the 38 tooth bevel gear. So we're going to grab that. And the M2 by 10 millimeter. You see I'm already screwing up. I put out one and it says that we need 4. So we're going to reach into my bucket here and grab 3 more. And there we go. See, I thought we were missing one. So we have 4 of those now. And the directions didn't tell us that we needed any hex wrenches in the build. See, I read the directions. So we're going to put these in with our teeth. Or we can grab a hex wrench. Probably your dentist, 9 out of 10 dentists recommend using a hex wrench. So we're going to put that in. It looks like we are going to put the gasket in and then put the 4 screws on. So what we're going to do is look in the little tabs where you dropped your Lofker in there. There's also little cutout tabs on the gasket here. So we're going to want to make sure that those line up. So we're going to put that over. Doesn't look like there's really any special way to drop this in. Oh, there actually is. If I look at it, these 2 pins, I'm assuming, are going to drop into, yeah, that's how it works. Okay, now I'll do it for the camera. You'll see that there are 2 pins that are protruding on the gear here. Let's go ahead and slide the gasket over those pins with the little notches, and then the notches on the gear go into the notches on the plastic. And it goes ahead and put it together just like so. And then we're going to use our wonderful screws through the holes. Ah, you see, I'm really reading directions again. I told you were going to laugh at me. I grabbed the wrong 4 screws. Those are too big. We got to drive the, or get the real skinny ones. See, those are the bigger ones and those are the skinnier ones. You know, I lined this up on the paper here. They're the same length, except for the other ones are bigger, so I didn't mess up that bad. I was just following directions. But we got to grab a different Allen wrench. And we're going to go ahead and insert the screws into the holes and screw them in. You guys getting tired of listening to me talk yet? So there's 4 of these. We're going to put them in. We're only going to put it in till it just barely touches, and then we're going to go around and going to find some more screws here. Got to get the right ones out. 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go. Yeah, if you're tired of listening to me talk, go grab a beer. I'm just going to make really terrible jokes as I put these in. But only going to put them in just till they touch. We're not going to torque them down. Just going to put them in until we just feel a little bit of resistance. And we're going to go back around and torque them down later. I'm just wondering if there's a gasket on there, if we should put some grease in there, or if you can tune with grease for performance on these. I just don't know. I'm not familiar with this rig at all. But that's something where, hey, here's another good place for a plug. You can go to rccrawler.com. If you've never been there, it is the absolute best forum for crawlers and scalers. There's some guy over there named Badger who's kind of, but hey, we can't all be as nice as I am. So we're going to go ahead and put these in, till they touch. And now that they're all in and just touching, we're going to go back around. We don't want to crank down on it because that'll strip them out. But we're just going to nudge them in just a little bit more. Just like so. Got all 4 of them tightened down. Sweet. Okay. So the next thing that we're going to do is read down here, and it's telling us to take the larger of the 2 bearings, and we're going to slide it over the shaft just like so. Again, these bearings come from FastEddy bearings, FastEddy bearings.com. So we're going to put the first one on there, and it looks like we're going to grab the shaft, and we are going to do something here. Looks like the second bearing is going to slide over here, I guess. Something like that. I'm just following the directions. Oh, it looks like it actually sits right on top of that one, but don't know how it stays. Okay, but yeah, it looks like it just sits on there somehow. So we're going to stack those up. It's telling us to use grease. In the directions bag is a little thing of grease hiding in here. However, here's the grease right in there. However, we are going to use this FastEddy guy. I don't know about him. He's an attention whore or something. But we're going to use Team FastEddy dog bone and transmission grease for RC cars. Great stuff. The crawler, a lot of the guys that are real heavy into the crawlers recommended it to me. Who recommended this stuff? Voices. I did. So we're just going to put a little dabble-dooey on there. And we are going to slide that, just like the directions show, into the hole. How's that? I'm guessing that's how it works. I don't know, man. I'm looking at the page here, and it's looking like we have to build the second one also. No, we don't. Oh, I see what's going on. This axle bearing goes all the way to the outside. That's what it is. Just like so, and that's going to ride on the plastic axle carrier unit when we set this inside. That's what's going on. I see. So now we're going to grab our second one, and we're just going to put a little dab-a-doo grease on there from Team FastEddy dog bone and transmission grease, which here's another plug you can purchase from TGN, Team Gonads. How's that? TGN, Team Gonads. And before we get carried away, we're going to want to put our, see, I told you I mess up all the time. Going to want to put our second bearing and slide that over the second side of the case. And let's go ahead and just put that other little bearing right there because I'm holding this all in my hand. Going to slide that little puppy in there. We're going to turn it until it slides in and locks. And then we'll pull this bearing to the outside, just like so. So this is what your page number 1, or actually step number 1 in this does not have page numbers. Oh my god, oh it does. Page number 9. Page number 9 is our first step, and this is what it's going to look like right here when you're done. How you guys liking the videos so far? They suck, huh? Alright, so that's our first step. We're going to then go ahead and clean up our workbench a little bit. We have these 2 parts to worry about. We're going to set them to the side, and we're going to go ahead to page number 10, and we're going to drag out the parts that it has listed and get rolling here. So we'll be right back.
Do not touch the operational end of the device. Do not look directly at the operational end of the device. Do not submerge the device in liquid, even partially.